All right. So any game, I always have a goal where I want to get to 5 million with my multiplier at 30. That's my base. So that's what I'm always striving for. And that helps me even when I don't have a great game. If I can get to that, it kind of maintains a certain level of a little certain standard that I try to stay by. And it helps me, I think, helps me get to the higher scores of 8, 9, 10 million at times. I still haven't figured out exactly how to consistently get there. And I've spent a lot of time playing this game. So, ugh. So you crash, and now the key is not to give up. So I don't think I'm going to get to that standard of 5 million 30, but let's see if we can get to 4 million. A lot of it has to do, you're not going to make your points until like the last 5 seconds of the game is really when you make your points, unless you have an exceptional game where you have hit, 4 million and you've still got uh 25 seconds left, 30 seconds left, which is pretty rare. So now here, I'm just trying to practice when I mess up, maintaining my focus and my concentration and not giving up on the game. I try to use every opportunity to learn how I can maybe increase block density, and it's an opportunity just to talk about the general concepts of the game. So you're trying to build the blocks as fast as you can because dropping the blocks doesn't really give you a whole lot of points. So if you can drop them without spinning, spinning isn't really going to increase your score all that much. So you're just trying to drop them as fast as you can without compromising block density. So you want as little space as possible while dropping them as fast as you can go. And that's really the key. So I use an opportunity like this just to practice that, since I know I'm not really going to get a super high score. I also try to set a goal for each million. So when I hit 1 million, I like to have 50 seconds left on the clock. When I hit 2 million, 40 seconds, 3 million, 30 seconds. And if I can do that, then you're in really good shape. Because usually by the time you get to 3 million, you're probably at 20 to 15 seconds left. And all right, so let's try this over again. And then once you get to 4 blocks on the bottom row, you can just start dropping. So now the goal, I want to try and get to 1 million with 50 seconds left. So we're gonna need a good run here to accomplish that because we're a little bit behind. There's a very nice run. But the runs at the beginning of the game don't yield you as much as the runs at the end of the game. Ugh, just messed up. That's what I should have done 5 seconds ago. And normally, for every game that I post on the channel, there's probably 5 games that get trashed that never see the light of day, and this would be one of them if I wasn't talking. But maybe the commentary can help you. So now at this point, I'm just focusing on block density and trying to convert some of these gray blocks into points. I'm probably going to have to crash this again to get my straight piece. Yep. I just want my straight piece, and now I can start building again. It's a good time to talk about crashes too. I define a crash as when that green block, that green diamond is all the way over on the right. I have tried so hard to figure out what causes that and how to avoid them. I haven't come up with a definitive answer, but I have seen games and streaks where they're highly minimized, where I can go many games without getting one. So I know I'm doing something. I feel like there's these hidden triggers in this game that you only discover by observation and playing. It's not like you can Google it. I think I'm the only source that actually explains how to play this game. But I do think when you start building towards the top, if you can get blocks that are close to the top bar or even above them, I think that minimizes the crashing. I also think when you build towards the sides instead of the middle, that also contributes, it generates good runs, and it also minimizes the crashing. That's what I've observed, and that's just empirical data. That's just observational data that I'm sharing with you on that. So this game's just about over. When you start, yeah, this game's just about over. Okay. All right, let's do one more. I hate when they start with those pieces because then you have to slow drop. But okay, so now we're at 4. So now you could try this method. Let's try this method. Build the middle and then the sides. And on that first drop, if I can get the timer back up to over 50, that's the goal. I like getting it so it hits 1 minute again, but that's not going to happen here. But sometimes you can get it so it hits 1 minute. I'm going to build that. But if you're above 50, you're doing well, all the way up to 1 million. So let's see how we can do here. Trying to avoid blocks of 2 on the bottom. You always want to maintain. Okay. 4 or more, or at least 3. Once it gets to 2, then you're going to have to drop a long piece down there. So we're a little bit behind here. See if we can get a good run. I want to build the block density back up again. I'm watching those 3. That 3 block dropped down to 2, so now we need an eyepiece. That was a nice run. So I think we'll definitely hit our 5,000,030 multiplier baseline that I always try to maintain. As long as I don't crash again. A nice run. Kind of gets me back in the game. I get these runs later in the game, they really definitely add up more. Now you see how there's a space of 2 on the right. So those are nice. I try to take advantage of those. If you've got a 2 block, you don't have to drop an eyepiece. Crash. There it is. All right, on to the next.